Hello, Namaste dosto. How are you? Today we are going to see different ophthalmic formulations like ophthalmic ointments, ophthalmic inserts, contact lenses, and the different solutions that are required for contact lenses. Similarly, we also cover the factors which affect the ophthalmic drug delivery and the evaluation part related to the ophthalmics. So let us start. The ophthalmic ointments are sterile semi-solid preparations which are meant for application to the eyes. These are prepared under aseptic conditions and packed in sterile collapsible tubes which keep preparation sterile until whole of it is consumed. Eye applicaps are very common for the eye ointment. The most typical example is the chloramphenicol eye applicap that is used for the single use preparation and that provides the sterility during its administration, and the cost of applicaps is less is in comparison to the tubes. The formulation of eye ointment, the care we have to take, that should be non-irritating sterile eye ointment base which we are using. We have to melt, it should melt near to the body temperature so as to permit diffusion of the drug through lacrimal secretions of the eye. For the preparation of eye ointments, we require a base. The base can be prepared using yellow soft paraffin 80 grams, liquid paraffin 10 grams, wool fat 10 grams. The mixture of these, that is the molten mass, we can use as a ointment base. In the base, we can incorporate our drug. Say, for example, atropine sulfate 1 gram. If we take, we add a atropine sulfate to the sterile base. To prepare that, we have to melt the base, filter out so as to sterilize the base. Then we have to add sterile atropine to this solution of sterile base. Then we have to mix it with the drug and we have to stir gently for uniform mixing. Then we have to aseptically transfer the preparation into a sterile container and then we have to pack and label. The preparation can be stored in a cool place. Next is ophthalmic suspension. In that case, if the drug particles are insoluble in aqueous medium, in that case we are going for ophthalmic suspension. Ophthalmic suspensions are also easily placed in the eyes, but we have to take care of the particle size of the ophthalmic suspensions. It should be below 10 microns preferably. In general, suspension produce longer effect than the solutions. It is difficult to ensure the suspension does not contain particles of larger size to produce eye irritation. Eye suspensions are not commonly used as compared to the eye drops because of the supersaturation that may occur in the suspensions that may lead to the eye irritation. They are prepared only in those cases where drug is insoluble in the desired vehicle or it is unstable in the liquid form. Ophthalmic suspension, again, they require to be sterile of a desired viscosity. They also must be isotonic. The particle size is important and critical parameter. They should be non-irritating. The label that may require the direction check before use, and it is packed in a suitable container. The contact lenses are usually made from the polymeth acrylate polymer, which is a hard hydrophobic plastic, but some softer options are available as an alternate to the polymethacrylate. There are two types of contact lenses, hard and soft contact lenses. The hard contact lenses, wearer of hard contact lenses generally use two types of solutions, that is wetting solution and a storage solution. As the hard contact lenses are hydrophobic, wetting solution is primarily used for treating lenses before insertion. The storage solution, which is used for overnight cleansing and soaking as well as storage. First we'll see the wetting solution. Polymethacrylate polymer, it is hydrophobic in nature, so it is poorly wetted by the aqueous lacrimal fluids that requires moisturization. So we add the wetting agent for the easy and comfortable insertion into the eyes that will make hydrophilic in nature. It must prevent smudging, that means the spot formation that usually occurs with the wetting with the contact lenses that may cause the problem in the visibility of the eyes. When lenses are held, so we have to scrub our fingers during insertion. Unlike the eye drops, contact lenses used for many years, so therefore the material which we are using, it should be of exceptionally very higher quality. The preparation of wetting solution requires wetting agent, antimicrobial agent, osmotic agents, buffers and thickening agents. The storage solution that is used for cleansing and storage. Cleaning required for hydrophobic lenses as it for the hydrophobic substances from the eyelids and the fingers, they will stick to the contact lenses. Contact lenses are wetted with the wetting solution after removal and rubbed between the well scrubbed fingers until they appear clear, and then they are stored in a soaking solution intended to continue the cleaning process and prevent dehydration of the contact lenses. Usually for the purpose of cleansing, non-ionic surfactant which will help, that is added. The preservative may be added to prevent the microbial growth. The solution you must replace periodically rather after every use to maintain the sterility of the storage solution. The soft contact lenses are flexible lenses and usually they are hydrophilic in nature. Certain medicaments from the wetting and storage solution are strongly absorbed by the contact lenses. So for this reason we cannot use these the wetting and the storage solution which we are using for the hard contact lenses. So it is advised to remove them before installing the eye drops. The soft contact lenses we should not use when we are adding the eye drops, so we have to remove the soft contact lenses. For cleaning of soft contact lenses, they are heated with the 0.9% sodium chloride solution. Wetting and storage solution we have to not use. For that purpose a proprietary storage solutions are available that can be used. Wetting is not problem in this case because of hydrophilic nature of the lenses. So along with that, the sterility is a important characteristic. Then ophthalmic inserts, these are sterile solid or semi-solid preparations which are meant for insertion into the conjunctival sac. They are either erodible or non-erodible type. Occlusert are very famous non-erodible type preparations. Then the Lacrisert, that can be a erodible example. Occlusert, an oval flexible ocular insert that consists of core reservoir made of complexation of pilocarpine and alginic acid, which is sandwiched between two sheets of transparent rate controlling membrane, which is made up of the ethylene vinyl acetate copolymer. It does not degrade by the enzymes, lacrimal secretions and removed from the body tissues after the use. This is the structure of Occlusert. It consists of the rate controlling membranes, one from the top and another at the bottom. In between that, the drug and polymer matrix that is sandwiched. The drug and polymer matrix, that is polymer is alginic acid. It is available in the two strengths, that is Pilo 20 and Pilo 40. These are the doses of pilocarpine. The drug is released at zero order rate used in the treatment of glaucoma. The Ocusert has advantages that it prolongs the it provides the prolonged release with the zero order. The dosing is accurate in this case. There is absence of preservative that increase the shelf life due to absence of water. Nasolacrimal drainage can be decreased that improves the patient compliance. Disadvantages: expulsion of the device is possible during the sleep. There are chances of contamination after expulsion, foreign body sensation in the eye, occasional inadvertent loss during the sleep and during rubbing of the eyes, interference with the vision, and difficulty in the placement, patient education that is required in the insertion. The factors which affect the intraocular bioavailability that includes the nasolacrimal drainage that can be decreased with the increasing viscosity, spillage from the eyes, then the ocular metabolism, the inflow and outflow of lacrimal fluid that reduces the concentration gradient, which is the major driving force for the absorption, eye protein interaction in the lacrimal fluids, and the dilution of the drug with the tears. Absorption of the drug into various ocular tissues like cornea and conjunctiva that may cause the different effects on the bioavailability. So the eye that consists of the lacrimal gland that has connection with the nose with the nasolacrimal drainage through the lacrimal punctum, the superior and the inferior. Then there is a pipeline which is called lacrimal canaliculus superior and inferior, which is connected to the through the lacrimal sac to nasolacrimal duct. So there will be drainage of the lacrimal fluid into the nose. Then the last part is evaluation of ophthalmics that can be done with the identification of the drug that is available in the preparation. The assay must be stability indicating assay. Then we can check the pH of the preparation. It should be around pH 7. The osmolarity of the preparation that should be within the range of 310 to 330 milliosmoles per kg. Preparation must be sterile. The sterility can be checked by the membrane filtration or direct inoculation method. The pyrogen testing that is done with the help of either rabbit test or using the bacterial endotoxin test, that is LAL test. So the preparation must be free from the pyrogens. Clarity that is checked against black and white background, and the preparation must be free from the white and the black colored particles. The drop size usually that ranges from the 20 to 70 microliters. Uniformity of the drug contents in the preparation, that is again the pharmacopoeial requirement. Leakage of the container can be checked with the application of vacuum or simply the another method in which you can invert the container and keep it overnight. There should be no leakage of the preparation from the container. The preservative efficacy test that is carried out to check the efficacy of the preservative during storage. The preservative is absorbed by the rubber closure or the container that will get adsorbed to the container wall. So that is required to test. The concentration of preservative must remain to prevent the bacterial growth in the preparation. The metal particles in the eye ointment are checked using the preparation in the Petri plate, that is melt. After melting, that is kept for cooling, so the metal particles will settle to the bottom. Then the plate is inverted and the number of particles are counted with the magnification lens. There should be not more than 50 particles of less than 50 micron size. In the 10 tubes of the eye ointments. The viscosity of the preparation can be checked using the various viscometers. The particle size and particle size distribution can be checked with the optical microscope or particle size analyzer. Then the stability of the preparation, that is checked during the short term storage as well as long term storage. In that all the parameters are again checked. So that is the evaluation of the ophthalmics. For the details, I have provided the link in the description box. You can refer to that link. Thank you. You can like, share and subscribe this video if you like. Thank you.